thing that Kevin Durant, though, is doing this at the age of 35. It's a whole different level that LeBron is doing this just shy of 40 years old. As the Team USA account posted on social media, we've been waiting over 12 years to see LeBron on the Olympic stage. And not a whole lot has changed. Do you want to get an idea of how much? I mean, look at the difference between the pictures that we're looking at up here. That's Manu Ginobili with hair that we're looking at. So Team USA won gold in those London games back in the summer. Between that, back-to-back the NBA championships, MVP seasons for LeBron James, which makes it even more astonishing that he still looked as good as he does when we're talking about the Olympics as well. Janae, did LeBron prove that he is the best player in the world?
That's really difficult because this is a stacked squad, a squad that I've called the Supreme Team. I think we're at a different point in LeBron James, which we all know he's 39 years old, in his career where he is the mentor. And what we're seeing on the grandest of stages at the Olympics is that he will shoulder the load.
He argued with the ref for about, what, 2.5, 3 minutes into, and it was less than, what, 10 seconds on the,
it was the final possession of the half,
Yes, and that's how he wanted to get in for that last possession. And I'm like, oh, he's really locked in, like as if he's trying to go win the NBA championship. That was finals Bron at his finest.
Well, so Bobby, how much do they need from LeBron in order to be able to win gold here?
Well, if Kevin Durant plays like that, then LeBron could basically take a kind of a back seat here. I think that the greatness of LeBron is the ability to empower the other players on your roster. It's similar to what we saw during the regular season and postseason with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards knows he's the best player in that Minnesota team, but he empowered Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. And I think certainly the ability to take over, we saw it in the exhibitions in South Sudan. I think if Durant did not play against Serbia, we would have asked more from LeBron here. There's still that extra gear for him. Certainly if there's a little bit of a Kevin Durant doesn't play at that high level here, but I think LeBron James knows he's the best player on this roster. He knows that he's the best player in this tournament right now, and that's the big thing. Tournament versus regular season when there's 82 games here.
Yeah, and especially when you think about LeBron James, a lot of people have been critical of how he is clutch time or him trying to take the last shot. Or his MO is making the right play. And I do think he's faulted for making the right play at the expense of his own ego at certain times. But in reality, this is why it shows that he can step up and do the right thing, and it works for his team. I love that, like you mentioned, the empowerment piece with LeBron James. He can choose to be the most dominant player. He can choose to be the best player, but he chooses not so because he understands that the goal is to win and not necessarily for him always to be the winner, perceived as the winner. That is his superpower as the legend of the game.
LeBron James and Team USA's quest for gold, it continues on Wednesday after taking down Serbia comfortably on Sunday. The United States men's team, they will face South Sudan. We saw how that went in the friendlies, so this is going to be interesting. And then, of course, Puerto Rico on Saturday in its remaining Group B game. South Sudan and the U.S., they are tied atop the group, 2 points apiece.
ご視聴ありがとうございます。このチャンネルは NBA の最新情報やインタビューを翻訳でお届けいたします。面白いと思っていただけましたら高評価チャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。それでは次回の動画でまたお会いしましょう。